Seeing is one of the greatest gifts we have, but true sight goes beyond just looking at things around us. It is not just about using our eyes to recognize colors, shapes, and movements. It is about understanding, feeling, and connecting with the world on a deeper level. Many people look, but only a few truly see. Seeing beyond vision means going past what is visible and understanding the emotions, meanings, and lessons hidden in everything around us. When we see beyond vision, we start noticing the details that many ignore. A simple smile from a stranger may hold a story of struggle and strength. A pair of tired hands may tell a tale of hard work and sacrifice. A sunset is not just a beautiful scene. It is a reminder that every ending brings a new beginning. There is meaning behind everything, but only those who truly see can understand it. It is easy to see the surface of things, but it takes wisdom to look deeper. For example, when we see someone who is always laughing and making jokes, we may think they are the happiest person in the world. But if we truly see beyond vision, we might notice the sadness they hide behind their laughter. We might realize that their jokes are a way to cover their pain. This kind of awareness makes us more compassionate and understanding. Instead of judging others quickly, we start to understand their struggles. Seeing beyond vision also means recognizing opportunities and lessons in every situation. Some people see failure as the end, while others see it as a lesson to grow stronger. Some people look at challenges and complain, while others see them as chances to improve. This difference in perspective changes everything. Life becomes more meaningful when we learn to see the hidden messages behind every experience. One of the most important aspects of seeing beyond vision is recognizing the needs of others. The world is full of people who are struggling silently, and it takes more than just eyesight to notice them. A person might say, "I'm fine," but their tired eyes and weak smile may tell a different story. A student in class might be quiet, not because they don't care, but because they are battling their own fears. When we develop the ability to truly see, we become more helpful and supportive. We start offering kindness where it is needed the most. Many of the greatest leaders, thinkers, and inventors in history had the ability to see beyond vision. Where others saw problems, they saw solutions. Where others saw darkness, they found light. They understood that there is always something more than what meets the eye. This mindset led them to change the world. We too can develop this ability by training ourselves to look deeper, ask questions, and search for meaning in everything. Seeing beyond vision also means believing in possibilities. Just because something is not visible does not mean it does not exist. Dreams, hopes, and potential are not things we can see with our eyes, but they are real. A small child may not look like a future leader today, but with the right support and encouragement, they can change the world. An idea may seem impossible at first, but with determination, it can become reality. If we only believe in what we see, we will be limited. But if we see beyond what is visible, we will realize that there are endless possibilities waiting for us. In the end, true sight is not about how well we can see with our eyes, but how deeply we can understand with our hearts and minds. It is about looking beyond the surface, beyond appearances, beyond what is obvious. It is about noticing the unnoticed, feeling the unspoken, and understanding the hidden truths of life. When we learn to see beyond vision, we become more thoughtful, compassionate, and wise. We stop just looking at life and start truly experiencing it. The world around us is filled with beauty, yet it is also filled with struggles. Life is a mixture of light and darkness, joy and sorrow, victories and challenges. Recognizing both beauty and struggles is what makes us truly human. If we only focus on one side, we miss the complete picture of life. By understanding both, we become more grateful, compassionate, and strong. Beauty is everywhere, but not everyone sees it. Some people only look for beauty in grand things, majestic mountains, breathtaking sunsets, or luxurious lifestyles. But true beauty is found in the simplest of things. It is in the smile of a child, the warmth of the morning sun, the kindness of a stranger, and the laughter of friends. It is in the little moments that make life meaningful. When we learn to appreciate these moments, we realize that beauty is not about perfection, but about emotions, connections, and appreciation. Beauty is also found in human qualities like love, kindness, and courage. A person who helps someone in need carries a beauty that no expensive clothes or jewelry can match. A teacher who patiently guides students, a doctor who comforts a patient, a friend who stands by us in difficult times. All of them reflect a beauty that is far more valuable than any material possession. This kind of beauty comes from the heart, and it is something that lasts forever. However, just as beauty exists, so do struggles. Life is not always easy, and everyone faces hardships in one way or another. Some struggles are visible, like poverty, illness, or physical disabilities. Others are hidden, like emotional pain, self-doubt, or loneliness. Every person we meet is fighting a battle we may not see, which is why kindness and understanding are so important. Struggles are often seen as negative, but they have their own kind of beauty. They shape us, teach us, and make us stronger. A diamond is just a piece of coal until it goes through immense pressure. Similarly, struggles turn us into stronger and wiser individuals. Every challenge we face teaches us something valuable: patience, resilience, or the importance of hard work. One of the most inspiring things in life is seeing how people rise above their struggles. A person who loses everything but still finds the strength to start again is a living example of true beauty. A student who fails an exam but studies harder to succeed next time shows the beauty of determination. A person battling illness with a smile on their face proves that courage is beautiful. These stories remind us that struggles are not the end, they are a path to something greater. Recognizing struggles also makes us more compassionate. When we realize that life is difficult for everyone in different ways, we become less judgmental and more understanding. We stop making quick assumptions about people and start listening to their stories. We learn to offer help when needed and to be patient with those who are facing difficulties. Life is about balance. If we only focus on beauty, we may ignore the struggles of others and become insensitive. If we only focus on struggles, we may lose hope and fail to see the good in life. The key is to recognize both, to appreciate the beauty while understanding the struggles. In the end, beauty and struggles are two sides of the same coin. One teaches us gratitude, the other teaches us strength. One gives us happiness, the other gives us wisdom. When we learn to see and accept both, we begin to truly understand the meaning of life. We learn to cherish the good moments and find lessons in the difficult ones. And most importantly, we learn that no matter how hard life gets, there is always beauty to be found, even in the darkest of times. The world is full of ideas, dreams, and plans, but without action, they remain just thoughts. Action is what turns possibilities into reality. It is the force that drives progress, changes lives, and shapes the future. No great achievement in history happened just by thinking about it. Someone had to take the first step. The power of action is what separates those who dream from those who succeed. Many people have great ideas but never act on them because of fear, doubt, or laziness. They wait for the perfect moment, the right conditions, or someone else to take the lead. But the truth is, there is never a perfect time. Waiting only leads to missed opportunities. Action, even if small, is always better than standing still. The first step may seem difficult, but once it is taken, the path becomes clearer. Action does not always have to be big. Even small steps can create a huge impact over time. A student who studies a little every day instead of waiting until the last moment performs better in exams. A person who saves a small amount of money regularly builds financial security in the future. A simple act of kindness, like helping a friend or smiling at a stranger, can brighten someone's day. Change does not always require grand efforts. Consistent small actions make a difference. Courage is a major part of taking action. Many times, people hesitate to act because they are afraid of failure. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. Every successful person has faced failures before reaching their goals. The difference is that they did not let failure stop them. They learned from it and kept moving forward. Action gives us experience, and experience leads to improvement. Another important aspect of action is responsibility. If we see a problem and do nothing, we are part of the problem. If we see injustice and stay silent, we allow it to continue. If we see an opportunity and ignore it, we let it slip away. Taking action means taking responsibility for our lives and our surroundings. Instead of blaming others or waiting for change, we must be the ones to bring change. Action also builds confidence. The more we do something, the more skilled we become. A person who wants to be a great speaker will never improve by just thinking about it. They need to practice speaking. A writer will never improve without writing regularly. Every action taken builds experience, and experience creates mastery. Confidence is not something we are born with. It is built through action. One of the most powerful effects of action is that it inspires others. When people see someone working hard, taking risks, and pushing forward despite challenges, they feel motivated to do the same. A leader is not just someone who gives orders. A true leader is someone who leads by example. A single act of bravery, kindness, or hard work can create a ripple effect, encouraging others to take action as well. Action is also what turns dreams into achievements. Everyone has dreams, but only those who take action can reach them. A person who dreams of being a doctor must take the necessary steps, studying hard, gaining experience, and never giving up. A person who wants to help the poor must start by taking small steps, like donating, volunteering, or spreading awareness. Dreams remain dreams unless they are followed by action. In the end, action is the key to progress, success, and change. It is the difference between those who wish and those who achieve. It requires courage, responsibility, and consistency, but the rewards are always worth it. No matter how small the step, taking action is always better than doing nothing. If we want a better future, a better world, or a better life, we must remember one simple truth: nothing happens without action. The world is constantly changing, but the real question is, who brings that change? Many people complain about problems, poverty, injustice, corruption, or a lack of opportunities, but only a few take the responsibility to change things. Being the change means not waiting for others to fix the world, but stepping forward to make a difference ourselves. It is easy to expect someone else to solve problems, but real progress happens when individuals take action. Change does not always have to be big. Small acts of kindness, honesty, and effort can create a ripple effect. A student who helps a struggling classmate, a citizen who follows the rules, or a person who speaks up against wrongdoing, each of these actions contributes to a better society. The idea is simple. If we want the world to improve, we must start by improving ourselves. If we want kindness, we must be kind. If we want fairness, we must be fair. If we want honesty, we must be honest. Change starts from within. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate to be the change is fear. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, or fear of standing alone. But every great leader and reformer in history faced these challenges. They were told that their efforts would not matter, yet they refused to give up. Mahatma Gandhi, for example, believed in nonviolence and led a movement that freed a nation. He did not wait for someone else to take action. He became the change he wanted to see. His courage and persistence proved that one person's actions can inspire millions. Being the change also requires patience. Change does not happen overnight. A teacher who wants to improve education will not see results immediately. A person who works to reduce pollution will not see instant improvement. But every effort counts, and over time, small steps lead to big results. The key is to remain consistent and believe in the impact of one's actions. Another important part of being the change is setting an example. Many people talk about what should be done, but few actually do it. Actions are more powerful than words. If a student wants to see a disciplined class, they must follow discipline themselves. If a person wants their community to be cleaner, they should start by keeping their own surroundings clean. When people see someone practicing what they preach, they are more likely to follow. One of the greatest benefits of being the change is self-growth. When we take responsibility for making things better, we become stronger, wiser, and more confident. A person who stands up against bullying develops courage. A person who helps others becomes more compassionate. A person who works hard to improve society gains leadership skills. In the process of creating change, we grow into better individuals. Change is not just about fixing problems, it is also about creating new possibilities. Someone who starts a charity opens doors for the needy. Someone who invents something new improves lives. Someone who teaches others spreads knowledge. Every act of change creates new opportunities for others. The more people take responsibility, the better the world becomes. At the end of the day, the choice is ours. We can either wait for change or be the change. The world needs people who are willing to act, not just complain. Every great movement, every positive transformation, and every solution begins with one person deciding to take the first step. Instead of asking, when will things change, we should ask, how can I make a difference? The answer lies within us. The world improves when we improve. Change begins with us. A better future is something everyone hopes for, but it does not happen on its own. It requires vision, effort, and determination. A vision for a better future means imagining a world where kindness, justice, and opportunities exist for everyone. It means working towards a society that is free from hatred, ignorance, and suffering. But having a vision is not enough. Turning that vision into reality is what truly matters. A better future begins with education. Knowledge is the foundation of progress. When people are educated, they can make informed decisions, solve problems, and improve their lives. A future where every child has access to quality education is a future full of possibilities. Education does not just mean learning from books. It also means learning about values, respect, and critical thinking. If we invest in education today, we build a generation that can lead the world towards a brighter tomorrow. Another important part of a better future is equality. Every person, regardless of their background, should have the same opportunities to grow and succeed. Discrimination based on race, gender, or social status holds back progress. A future where everyone is treated with respect and fairness will create a world where talent and hard work, not privilege, determine success. When people support each other instead of competing unfairly, society moves forward together. A vision for a better future also includes protecting the environment. The world is facing serious problems like pollution, deforestation, and climate change. If we continue to harm nature, future generations will suffer. A better future means living in a way that respects and protects the planet. This includes planting more trees, reducing waste, and using resources wisely. Small actions like saving water or recycling can make a big difference when done collectively. If everyone takes responsibility, the Earth can remain a beautiful and healthy place for future generations. Technology and innovation also play a major role in shaping a better future. Scientific advancements have already improved healthcare, communication, and transportation. But technology should be used for the good of all, not just for the benefit of a few. A future where technology helps solve global problems, like curing diseases, providing clean energy, and making education accessible to all, is a future worth striving for. Innovation should be driven by the desire to make life better for everyone, not just for profit. A world with a better future must also focus on peace and unity. Conflicts, wars, and violence destroy progress and create suffering. Instead of fighting over differences, people should learn to respect and understand each other. Peace is not just about the absence of war. It is about creating a culture of tolerance, dialogue, and cooperation. When people work together, they achieve far more than when they are divided. A vision for a better future also depends on individual responsibility. Many people expect leaders or governments to bring change, but real change begins with each person. If we want a future where honesty, kindness, and respect exist, we must practice these values ourselves. Every small act of goodness adds up. A student studying hard, a doctor treating patients with care, or a worker doing their job with honesty, all contribute to a better future. Dreaming of a better future is not enough. Action is necessary. Every great change in history began with someone who dared to believe in a better world and took steps to make it happen. Whether it is improving education, fighting for equality, protecting the environment, advancing technology, promoting peace, or taking personal responsibility, every effort counts. The future is not something we wait for, it is something we create. If we work together, stay hopeful, and take action, a better future is possible. It starts today with the choices we make, the values we uphold, and the vision we hold in our hearts. The power to shape tomorrow lies in our hands. The world we live in is constantly changing, and with these changes come new challenges and responsibilities. Many problems exist around us: poverty, environmental destruction, injustice, and ignorance. But they continue to grow because people often turn a blind eye. A better world is possible, but it requires awareness and responsibility. Being aware of the issues in society is the first step, and taking responsibility to make a difference is the next. Without these two elements, progress remains a distant dream. Awareness means understanding what is happening around us. Many people live their lives without paying attention to the struggles of others or the dangers threatening our future. They assume that if something does not affect them directly, it is not their concern. However, every issue in the world affects us in some way, whether we realize it or not. A polluted environment, for example, leads to health problems for everyone. A lack of education in society results in higher crime rates and unemployment. If we ignore these issues today, they will grow into bigger problems tomorrow. One major area where awareness is needed is the environment. Deforestation, pollution, and climate change are not just future threats, they are problems happening right now. Many people do not realize how their daily actions, like wasting water, using plastic excessively, or cutting down trees, harm the planet. Raising awareness about these issues is the first step toward finding solutions. Once people understand the consequences, they can start making better choices, such as recycling, conserving water, and using sustainable products. Social issues also require awareness. Many injustices exist in the world, from discrimination and inequality to corruption and oppression. If people remain silent, these problems will continue. It is important to be aware of the struggles of others, to listen to their stories, and to stand up for what is right. When people speak up against unfair treatment and demand change, society improves. One person's voice may seem small, but when many voices come together, they create a powerful force for justice. However, awareness alone is not enough. It must be followed by responsibility. Knowing about a problem and doing nothing about it is the same as ignoring it. Responsibility means taking action, no matter how small. It is easy to say, someone else will fix it, but real change happens when individuals take responsibility themselves. A responsible citizen does not litter and then expect the government to clean up. A responsible student does not cheat and then blame the education system. A responsible person does not witness injustice and stay silent. Instead, they take steps to make things better. One of the biggest challenges is that many people believe their actions do not matter. They think, what difference can one person make? But history has shown that great change always starts with individuals. Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., and Nelson Mandela were just individuals who took responsibility for making the world better. Their actions inspired millions. Even in everyday life, small acts of responsibility make a difference. Helping a neighbor, spreading awareness, planting a tree, or supporting a good cause. Each of these actions adds up to a bigger impact. Being responsible also means making ethical choices. It means choosing honesty over dishonesty, kindness over cruelty, and effort over laziness. Every action has consequences, and responsible individuals think about how their choices affect others. A student who studies diligently is taking responsibility for their future. A worker who does their job sincerely is contributing to society. A leader who listens to the people and makes fair decisions is fulfilling their duty. Responsibility is not just about big actions. It is about everyday choices that shape the world around us. At the end of the day, awareness and responsibility go hand in hand. Awareness without action is useless, and action without awareness can be misguided. When people open their eyes to the world's problems and take responsibility for solving them, true progress begins. If each person becomes aware of their impact and takes responsibility for making positive changes, the world will become a better place. Change does not start with others, it starts with us. The future depends on the choices we make today. Let us be aware, let us be responsible, and let us build a better world together.